Good morning, everybody. Jochen Heiden here. Lodrik was fast to turn the turn back to me, so we should have the 18th December combat replay and intel analysis more or less back to back. So let's fire this up and see how much damage he did to us this turn. Okay, so we're loaded up and let's do this. Don't mind me while I sip my coffee. It's 9 a.m. in the morning here in California. Okay, coming ashore at Beaufort. We already knew that. This is probably just more supplies or something like that. Oh, well, I guess well, that was a mistake. I guess he still has sub assets there near Batavia, so I just wasted another AS trying to leave. All right, so we also have the row your boat off Port Moresby, but it looks like our ASW assets pushed him down a bit. All right, so what I'm doing here now is I'm realizing that I'm just not having a lot of success here in the shallow water. So I'm moving my sub patrols a little bit further out to deeper water so he can't have such an easy time hurting us. We've already basically lost a sub in this area because of this. So we took a hit, but I'm sure it's nothing serious. He's using a bunch of destroyer minesweepers as ASW in the Pescador gap. Oh, okay. We got a couple in here. We do nothing seriously, so it doesn't sound like the B-17 attack that I wanted to launch with Miri was very successful at night. We probably need to curtail that. It's just they probably don't have the experience to make that happen yet. All right, yep, that was ineffective. Oh, so he's coming ashore at Baalbek. Interesting that he chose that location first. There's nothing really anything there. Pretty calm turn right now. His I-4 at Hawaii is being pushed down by our ASW assets, which is great. We need those. Suppressed. Ah, see that? We got a tanker going in, which means they got through. He'll probably gonna make it into Pearl, which is very good. Oh, oh, that's bad. Well, that's pretty lucky. Normally he misses with those sorts of things. Huh. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dorsey goes down. Yes, it does. Wow, what a shame. Wish we could have that kind of luck. S-boat avoids, but they definitely had a couple AKs moving somewhere here. Wish we could have got a shot off on them. Japanese recon. Okay, so he has some of his Glen carrying, um, um, subs out there near Hawaii, which we expected. So here we are spotting some stuff, spotting quite a bit of Japanese subs barricading Merak. So that exit route is not viable for us. All right, he's sweeping us at Nanyang. He's desperately looking for our P40s. Now he's coming in from Miri and sweeping at Samarinda. He's looking for a fight, and we're not going to give it to him. Nope. He has a lot of zeros in China. All right, now here's the problem. We're having, finally, he's starting to target Clark Field, which was really a problem for us. Well, maybe not. So actually, he's not attacking the base. He's attacking the ground, which is kind of useless at Clark Field because of the type of terrain we've got. So he loses an aircraft due to flak. We take no damage, and he's not targeting the base yet, which means that we can continue to fortify. Yeah, I've noticed this when I played as Japan and I was bombing Clark Field. If you're doing a ground attack, they tend to target the Subic Bay defenses, which is a static unit. It's like a coastal defense battery, right? They always tend to target that, and who cares if you take that out? And you're not even going to, for one. So personally, I think this is a mistake, but don't tell him I said that. He needs to target the actual airfield or the port, because then my engineers will be redirected to fix that or the fortification. So that's how you stop a player from fortifying a base. You attack the installation, not the ground, because any damage that's done there, the engineers automatically repair that first before they build fortifications. So again, a little secret of the pros: don't tell Lodrik. Again, he's sweeping Samarinda. He's not going to find anything there. And he's sweeping low. See, I called it. I knew he'd do that. He's looking for our P40s, but they're not in play right now. So he won't be finding those. He's desperately looking for our P40s, but we're not going to give him that opportunity. These little nuisance air attacks are the most they're going to do to me right now is knock us from combat to move mode, and that's not a big deal. I'll just put it back in between the turns. So one thing I do notice is he isn't heavily targeting these units retreating. I see you, Sallies. Okay. We take superficial damage due to the terrain. And these Sallies, I'm going to keep an eye on that. Alright, Georgetown strike. Don't really care about that. That's going to fall either way. He's going to keep hitting it. I think he must think we've got more there than we do. There's not even any need to soften that up. Alright, again, I doubt we'll take a lot of casualties here due to the type of terrain that they're in. Oh, okay, I was wrong. We take a lot. But it's also a very large force. Again, he's hitting it again. Okay, so this area here is definitely taking a lot of aircraft strikes. 139's out of Minato. They've spotted... Oh, the Haruna! Okay. And we miss. Take at least one to flak, and I'm sure these two damaged ones won't make it back either. But now we know that his battleship squadron is possibly heading out of the area, hopefully to rearm. Okay, not bad, not bad. Could have been way worse, right? Here's the AM phase. I'm sorry, the PM phase. This is the afternoon air phase here. Okay, so he's striking here. Unescorted, well, escorted by Nates, but who cares about Nates, right? And he's just got those Tojos looking for me again. Not gonna happen, buddy. Okay, so we got some Hudsons making another attempt on the Kirishima. And they're destroyed by flak with no showing. Ooh, this isn't gonna end well. Yeah, we got one through. Let's see what we're attacking here. Okay, so this looks like he's landing more troops at Mersing. And he does have a cap there, so these were coming out of Singhoang, and I think I've got them on their range a little too far. We don't want to be tangled up in this cap going forward in the future. All right, pretty calm overall. Okay, got some more submarine activity at Pearl. So again, we did lose a destroyer minesweeper out here, I think from the I-4 itself. But what we didn't lose was a lot of other stuff coming in there. So I don't want to lose anything, but I'd rather lose that as opposed to the precious cargo ships coming in that I need. So we're gonna quadruple up on our ASW work here near Pearl Harbor, make him pay for having these subs right next to the island. Jeez. This I-175 has been messing with this Robin for days. And he's fired so many torpedoes at it. So at some point he's going to have to pull this guy back for rearm. Which would be great. Alright, here we go on the land attack phase. So this is a base force that I had moved in there for the purposes of harassing, but it does give us an idea of what kind of assets that he's got. So this is a relatively strong unit. Yeah, so a total of almost 500 attack value, assault value, that he's got bottled up here at Mersing, which you can bet he'll be moving down here to Johor Bahru soon. And between what he's got here and what he's got there, I'll bet that might be enough to even take Singapore, which is rather lightly defended. Okay, Beaufort will fall without question. He probably could have accomplished this with just one SNLF unit. And these poor troops are destined for a horrible existence as POWs. So now we're doing a little bit of bombardment attack here with this blocking force. I think we've determined that what we got here is enough to probably push him out. Because I want this unit gone. Alright, Victoria Point is falling. It never figured to last anyway. Alright. Well, I think that's mostly it. We'll take a look at, we'll get a little snapshot of what kind of units are coming on the map this turn, if anything. Okay, we got some fortifications coming up all over the place, which is good. This was a quiet turn, but you know what? I'm okay with that because we need a break. We've been getting our butt kicked for a week straight, so hopefully Lodrik will take off for a little bit and give us a chance to breathe so we can move some stuff out of here. Okay. Some leaders coming available. Okay. We got some units coming on the map. All right, some squadrons. Another deployable unit, possibly. All right, quiet turn. Let's take a look at the intelligence briefing now. Okay, folks, we're back with the intel now. So let's just get right into it. Okay, Aircraft losses this last turn. 7-5. Not too bad. We lose 4 of the Dutch B-10 bombers. 2 to him and 2 to Ops. He loses 2 G4M Bettys over Manila. Clark Field. And an assorted bag of other Ops losses. Nothing particularly noteworthy here. For pilot losses, 4 KIA for us. So of the 7 aircraft we lost, 4 pilots were killed. Big shame. All right. So again, Army losses continue to mount with each passing day as our inferior ground units fall to his. Ship losses, again, not a great showing. Last turn, we lost the Dorsey over near Hawaii due to a torpedo strike by his subs. And then the Janssens, which was a sub-tender, got blasted near Merak. He has at least 3 subs there now, which we weren't seeing before. I should have waited for my ASW searches to check the area. So I threw away another ship there. The Dorsey couldn't be helped. Now, it's showing that the Kikazuki was lost, but I don't trust that because in the ops report, check this out. I saw this little note here. Previous report of sinking of Kikazuki is incorrect. The ship was sighted and engaged. So unless it's sunk again, or we engage it and sank it again, I don't know. I don't know what that would have been. I don't recall seeing that engagement last turn. It's claiming that it was lost by a sap bomb here, a 500-pounder, which would have been the P-40s, but again, I don't recall seeing that occur. So I don't know if it finally sank or what on the way out, but I don't trust this. So I like to check the Japanese ship losses, see if something changes here. And really, we don't see anything different. So 20 ships sunk for him versus 134 for us. If we check out the SIGINT, nothing particularly noteworthy. Heavy volume of radio transmissions at Babel suggests that maybe he's planning something big there, but we don't know. Overall, nothing out of this that I can glean good information for. If you look up here, you'll notice the date is December 19th, 1941. That is actually my real life birthday, December 19th. So say happy birthday to me. Let's analyze. So here at Hawaii, he's still got his 3 subs in tight against Pearl Harbor. We've got as many ASW assets as possible in the area, trying to suppress them. He also has this line of subs up here, which I feel will be moving some direction. He won't leave them here because this line of advance, there's nothing going that way. Nothing worth this time. Okay. Let's go look at China. We're going to deal with this unit this turn. I think we have sufficient troops on hand to mercilessly destroy this thing. There's no way he's got a sufficient amount of assault value to withstand 708 assault value. So we're going to go in and get him and dislodge him from our supply lines so that we can get some supply back up to Loyang where we need it. Otherwise, nothing really noteworthy in China is occurring right now. Chuxian is going to fall next turn. But that's fine because we've given that up. And we're continuing to evacuate this way. He took Victoria Point last turn, which was to be expected. Not a big issue there. For whatever reason, we didn't take Malacca, and I think I know why. It's because this unit actually has no assault value. So the only thing we're doing is blockading the supply line. He's got troops into Georgetown now. That will fall next turn. Down here in the DEI, the situation is more or less unchanged. He's got 3 subs blockading the gap here. He still has his carriers here. So we're about to bounce all over that bad boy with some subs. Hopefully if we get a hit or 2 in here, we can scare him off. because we cannot leave Surabaya or Balikpapan as long as this unit's here. If we can dislodge this and get him moving, we may be able to sneak some ships out. Ooh, I need to call that guy off. Hey, bud. Go back to Darwin, okay? You're drunk. Yeah, good thing I checked that. Over here is his surface task force, which had what I believe to be the battleships in it, because we did launch a raid on this last turn, and we did spot the Kirishima and I believe the Haruna. At least 2 different Congos were spotted out this way. I believe these to be heading back to rearm and refuel. And again, there's the carrier task force that must be dealt with, must be dislodged so we can evacuate further. One thing that did happen that I'm really excited for is our top secret mission to get a unit out of Singapore was successful. This Dominion Monarch and the DD Express were sitting in dry dock at Singapore, and we successfully extricated it from the area. So that was really awesome. I'm really happy for that. So we're going to keep sending this out this way to clear any threat of air attack. And then from there, we'll direct it over to Pegu, dump the unit that was in there, and continue up to rearm and refuel. Probably at, what's it called? Calcutta. But we got it out of there. So that's awesome. Okay, lastly, the thing that I want to discuss now, and my biggest thorn on my side, down here in Port Moresby. We successfully evacuated all the ships that were dumping units into Port Moresby last turn. We got them over here hugging the coastline. But this unit here, which was over here more or less last turn, has now pushed to the southwest. And they are within striking range of everything in this area. If he continues down this way or this way, we're in a lot of trouble because we simply have nothing to stop this. Updated intelligence is now suggesting that we have 2 to 3 carriers involved here. 47 fighters, 112 bombers. That would be at least 3 carriers. We have nothing that can stop that right now. And if he continues to push down into the Coral Sea, that's even worse because he will eventually be in position to blockade the supply lines from the west coast of the United States into Australia. So things are getting pretty desperate for me as far as dealing with this unit. This is the biggest threat to me right now. I'm not even worried about here so much because the DEI is going to fall regardless what I do. The only thing that I can do here is mitigate losses, right? What I need to keep intact is this area over here. This is critical to my war effort, preserving this whole region and its security. And having a Japanese threat on the 19th of December is unacceptable. So I may have to get really aggressive here and move up some timetables on things that I wasn't wanting to do to check this threat. So this for sure is going to be the biggest concern in the next few turns of where he goes with this. Clearly he's on a warpath because if he was going to go to Rabaul, he would have done it, but he didn't. He's heading out here. So we got to figure out what to do with that. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. There's really nothing else good in the ops report that I saw. We have a couple units coming in at various places, but nothing particularly important for me. Yep. So let's see what happens this next turn with this carrier unit. But it's not going to be anything good. If he's pushed this far south already, he's destined to go to battle. Or else he wouldn't be here. So I think that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or things you want to point out to me that I might have missed, please do so in the comments or at my Discord server. And other than that, wish me happy birthday again because it's December 19th. That's my real life birthday. And we'll see you again for the next turn. The combat resolution and the intel analysis. Take care.